How's it going, everybody? It's fathertimenc. This is my new gun, the Benjamin Armada. I just got it in Tuesday. You can see I got the combo. I got a pretty good deal on this. That's why I got it. It comes with the bipod, 4x16 by 50 center point scope, mil dot. I've shot it a few times. It does shoot pretty good from the distance. I mean, I got it for now. I could take it and do it longer ranges, but from everything I've read about the Armada and the Murata, they pretty accurate air guns. This is pretty much everything else I got with it. I got some rails to hook onto the M-lock slots. It comes with these 3 different books, but only part of it's like in English, the rest of them in different languages. I ordered me some more pellets. I also got this. It's a rail to put the bipod, but it already had a mount there for your sling, so I just used it. I might use this for something else later. I actually have a AR-10. I might use that on with another bipod I got. I also ordered these Benjamin pellets, the Crow Magnum, and the Barracuda Hunter. I did shoot a few of these out of this one, and it doesn't seem like it's too accurate with these out of this one. I'm gonna check it with my Air Force Condor, see how they do out of that. I did shoot some JSB Exact Diablos, and these are the 25.39 grain, and they seem to be really accurate. Pretty much shooting in the same hole. They also sent this before I get anything else. As you can read, it says every gun is test fired for precision and performance in our factory in Bloomfield, New York. And you see that's supposed to be it says right here 5-shot group at 10 yards. They don't even look like 25 caliber holes. They're too small. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I did 8-yard test groups with the JSB Diabolos, and they're pretty much right in the same hole. So I mean, it's accurate, but that right there, there's no way that's 25 caliber pellet holes. It looks more maybe like 177, if that's even pellet holes. I'm not sure, but that come with it. The scope, the center point scope, it's very clear. I like it. This has got I got the sunshade on it. I'm pretty happy with it. I like how it sits right down just over the barrel instead of real high like my Air Force Condor does. This is just kind of a quick review. It seems to be, I like the way it feels. Some people complain about this back here being wobbly, but I think it's, for what it is, my cheeks fits on it comfortable. I don't mind it. The safety stays off unless you turn it on, so I like that too. This trigger is really good. It's almost straight, and I really like that style trigger. It shoots really good. Like I said again, I like how low the scope sits to the barrel. Overall, I think it's just an excellent gun. I can tell you just by shooting it, it doesn't hit as hard as my Condor does. My Condor seems like it shoots the pellets and slugs a lot harder, but this can be adjusted, so I might mess with that some later, but I'm gonna get firing this some. later on we'll see how it does. I mean, for all the videos and stuff I've seen, they do excellent. I mostly got it because it has magazines. It's a repeater, so I like that also. This has just been a kind of a quick video to go over some of it. And this is a 4x16. This is just much better clarity than the Simmons I have on my Air Force Condor. So far, I mean, it seems to be a decent scope. Maybe not the best, but as long as it holds 0, I can use the mil dots in there to do what I need to do. So I'm not worried about that. But we are going to have some more videos coming up of this, and some more tests of me shooting pellets and stuff out of here. So this is just a quick video I thought I'd throw together. Just trying to, and this trigger, like I said again, that's a really awesome trigger. I like that almost straight trigger on it, and it's really easy to pull. But it's also quiet, a whole lot quieter than my Condor, which I'm gonna use my phone. I got a app on there with a sound meter, and I'm gonna put together a video with the decibel difference of this one and my Air Force Condor, because my Air Force Condor is a lot louder than this one. But yeah, okay, that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you later. Have a good day. That'll be it. Oh, and I forgot to add one thing. Pumping this up with a pump is a whole lot quicker than doing it with the Air Force Condor, because it has a smaller tank. And at 2,000 psi, 50 pumps will get you to about 2,600 psi in this. And a total from 2,000, if it's at 2,000 psi, 85 pumps will get you to 3,000 psi with this, with the pump I got. I got just a cheap Chinese hand pump. It works pretty good. I paid like $47 for it. And if I remember it, when I got this, it was sitting at about 800 or 900 psi, and I think it took around like 150 pumps to get it up to 3,000. I can't remember exact count, but I'm thinking it was like around 150. But yeah, if it's sitting at 2,000 psi, it only takes 85 pumps to get it at 3,000. If it's sitting at 2,000 psi, it takes 65 pumps to get it to about 2,800. And from 2,000 psi, it takes about 50 pumps. It was 50 pumps to get it to about 2,600 psi. So it's a whole lot easier because it has a smaller tank to pump it back up, which is a plus. And I think at 3,000 psi, I think you can get about 2 magazines out of it before it drops down to 2,000. I'll be sure to watch it next time, but I'm thinking that's what it was. But you might get a little bit more out of that, and it probably depends on what size pellets you're shooting to. But we are going, like I said, we are going to test this out, shooting the ballistic gel and some other stuff to see exact how hard it's putting out the pellets compared to the Condor, because I know the Condor really, I mean, I can just tell from shooting the Condor and shooting this sun yesterday that the Condor is putting out a lot more power than this. But just seems like it's going to be really accurate, but I think it's going to be really picky with the pellets you shoot in it, where as far as I can tell right now, the Condor seems like it shoots pretty much everything I put in it pretty good. But I can tell you right now, the one I have anyway, these well, this is the Barracuda Hunter. I haven't shot these Crow Magnums. Even at close range, they do not seem to be accurate. But I have shot the Exact Kings, the JSB Exact Kings in it, and they seem like they're going to be extremely accurate in it, because it was putting hole in hole with those. But I'm extremely happy with it. My plans are, I'm thinking to get the ATN psi.2 to put on this, to do some night, maybe some rats, something like that with it. I'm thinking the ATN psi.2 because you can remove the batteries from it. You can get external for what purpose for. I can get it for around $400 and something, where the 4K one is like $800, $700 to $800, and the battery pack in them is built in, so I don't know what's going to happen if something ever happens to the battery. Whereas the other ones, it either takes 4AA or you can run an external battery pack. And I think pretty much for these air rifles, that's all I need. It'd be plenty good enough. And we'll have some fun at night with this thing. And like I said, it is very quiet. It's not completely quiet, but it's a whole lot quieter than the Condor is pretty loud. So I'm gonna get this uploaded to you guys. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, I got this at Pyramid Air, and it was 10% off, so I got this whole combo pretty cheap, and I really like it. Seems to be good build. Seems like it's gonna be accurate. Like I said, the scope come with it, the bipod come with it, one magazine. Of course, you got a bunch of Allen wrenches to adjust stuff, and you got this. I like the Picatinny rails on top. You don't have to buy none of that dovetail mounts or anything. You like any scope you want to on there. I also like the scope that because it's low mounted, not high. And it's also, you can also switch out because this is an AR-15 style grip. You can switch it out within them, and this is the AR-15 style sliding stock here, and you can take one off another, or you can go buy another one, which I may later on. But like I said, for right now, this one's, I mean, to me, it's pretty comfortable. I know I seen one video where somebody was complaining about it rattling, but I mean, on some AR-15, theirs rattle too, so that really don't bother me. But yeah, if you have plans on getting one of these guys, all the videos I've seen on them, this and the Marauder, they say they're all excellent guns. They might not put out as much power as some of the other ones, like the Condor, like I have, but sometimes you don't need all that much power to get the job done. And these you can turn up, which I might do a little adjusting on that too eventually, but I just need to get it out. And I kind of lined the scope up a little bit, just what I could in here, what I thought would be close to the 50, but I'm going to take it out and get some long distance and adjust the scope, and then we'll have to kill some stuff with this, see exactly what it does and what it can't do. But I mean, I've seen a video on YouTube where a guy killed a deer with this, hitting it in the head, so evidently it puts out plenty of power. I did shoot one of my Hunter Supply slugs in this, and it seemed to shoot it pretty good. And I also shot the Predator, I haven't shot the Predator Polymag in this yet, but the Grizzly, the H&N Grizzly, I shot in it, and it seemed to shoot pretty decent. I don't know how it's going to group out of this. I haven't done that yet, but we're going to get all that, guys. I'm going to be bringing the videos to you, so if you have any clue or you want to know anything about this, just put it down in the comments. If you want me to shoot anything, as far as the penetration test, I do have a clay block we'll shoot this with too. We can kind of tell the power difference between this and the Condor also by how it hits the pellets hit the clay, because you've already seen me shoot the clay with the Condor. So we're going to shoot this with the clay, see what this does. But so far I'm happy with it. I think I'll be happy with it regardless. I like the looks of it. I like how it's built. I'm pretty happy with this scope. I can't complain. Like I said, it's a whole lot clearer than that Simmons I got. A lot more magnification, and the mil dots I like better than this one also. It's finer reticle for precise shots. But yeah, this weekend comes when I'm off. Yeah, we're gonna get some, and also a whole lot easier pumping this one up than the Condor. The Condor uses a whole lot more air than this one does, and this one has a smaller tank. So like I said, but we're gonna have some fun with this, and hopefully another year I'll have me a house, and I'm just gonna add to my collection, guys. I think the next one I get after this one, I think this will do it for my 25 calibers. I think my next step, I'll probably either get the 257 in the Air Force Texan, or I'm gonna get me a 30 cal. So I'm not sure which way I'm gonna go with that yet. It's gonna be one of the two. If I get me a single shot, I'm probably go with the Air Force Texan. If I go with a repeater, I'm thinking about one of the Hotsons. I really like them. I almost got one of them instead of this, but I figured I'd go with another 25 cal has a magazine that's multiple shot. So definitely I'm gonna get a few of these. I ain't going crazy and buying a lot of air guns, but I wanted a couple in 25 caliber because I like that caliber, and then I might go 257 in the Air Force Texan, or I might go 30 caliber in one of the Hotson ones, maybe the Bully. Not sure yet. There's a couple options there I like, and but the main reason I didn't go with that this time is because they have large air tanks, and I really don't want to deal with that until I get me an SCBA tank to fill them up with, because I definitely not pumping them with a hand pump. They have too large of a tanks. That's a pretty good workout. Alright guys, have a good day. This is it this time, and I'll get this loaded up and get it on YouTube for you guys to watch. And yeah, all I can say, guys, go get you one, whatever air gun you want. These are a blast to shoot. I love doing it, and as I get more into it, hunting with them and stuff, I know I'm going to enjoy it a lot. And definitely after you buy the gun and whatever that goes with it you need, they're definitely a whole lot cheaper to shoot than firearms. So alright, that's it. I quit talking now. Heard enough of me. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.